They brought you back here. You were confused.
It's so beautiful. All the colors, the shapes. It's like magic. It's like magic and sounds, and I can see sounds. I can hear light. Oh my God. Well, I'm fine now.
Oh, come now, Major. I think you know why we're concerned.
Everybody move back! Now! Get away from the controls! You too, Colonel Shepard, so help me God. I will shoot you. Anyway, Rodney McKay sat down and started talking to me. I say to me, I mean at me. I was kind of wrapped up in my own thing, and I nodded and pretended to listen, hoping that he'd just go away and leave me alone. Now, Rodney's not a bad guy, actually. Kind of irritating if you're not in the right kind of mood. He's all right with me, but I didn't want company. Anyway, something he said brought me up short. He was telling me about his day, and that he'd been having a problem solving some kind of technical thing in one of the labs, and then he said, but of course, it wasn't my fault, because there was that power surge and everything went screwy. Power surge? I asked. Never a good idea to interrupt McKay.
I spoke to Dr. McKay about that lunchtime. He didn't notice anything out of the ordinary in your behavior.
If a door mechanism 3 floors down malfunctions, McKay notices, but people? No, not so much. I could have done a striptease on the table and painted myself blue. So long as I didn't interrupt his story, he wouldn't have noticed a thing. When I was younger, I went on a trip around Europe, backpacking, and I visited all the great art galleries, the Hermitage in Russia, the Musée des Beaux-Arts in Belgium, the Louvre, the Prado. It was magical, really. There were some paintings I could stare at for hours. Bruegel's Fall of Icarus, Turner's watercolors, anything by El Greco. I remember one painting in particular. It was The Potato Eaters by Van Gogh. It's in the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam. It's a simple picture, quite dark, of a group of peasants sitting around a wooden table eating potatoes under an oil lamp. But one of the women in the picture has a face. I can't describe it. She's cutting a potato and looking to her right at a man, maybe her husband or a brother. And the look on her face is so full of innocence and longing and loneliness. It's incredible. I lost time in front of that painting.
The hypnosis. She recorded you.
Oh, no. Oh, man, that's just embarrassing.
You have no idea. Take a listen.
So alone. So alone. Where are they? The city. Oh, the city's so beautiful. So beautiful. All the colors and the shapes. It's like magic and wonder and sounds, and I can see sounds. I can hear the light. Oh my God. Steel arms, oil, heart, senses, like water on glass and oil on water and light under the cloud, under sky, under blankets, over colors of colors, the smell of hay and rain and sound and candy floss and colors and colors and colors.
Oh God, please make it stop. I will pay you a month's wages just to lose that somewhere it'll never be found. If Colonel Shepard ever hears that.
Too late.
The floor with Kate leaning over me, shaking me. Major Lorne, Evan, wake up, she was saying urgently. We have to get out of here. They're evacuating everyone to the main tower. I shook my head. I felt groggy and disoriented. I looked at my hands, and they were covered in paint. So I sat up and saw that I was surrounded by 5 more canvases, all freshly painted, all the same mad swirls of color with patterns scratched into them. If understood, doesn't know who or what it is. So it reaches out for help, and for some reason I can't begin to fathom, it talks to me.
I've painted this city from every angle, inside, outside, day, night. I suppose you could say I'm trying to tell its story.
Sorry?
Something you said to me earlier. Just a thought, but Everyone else here looks at this place as a manufactured thing. Just a place to live, work, fight. But you really look at it. You see this place with different eyes. If anyone was going to hear what the city was saying, it was going to be you, Major. I mean, really. No one else.
Then what the hell are you doing? At that moment, Kate came running in with the memory stick. She froze when she saw the standoff that had developed. Kate, bring me the stick, I said, but she hesitated. What's on that, Doc? Asked Shepard. By now, he's really confused. She told him, and the only answer he could give was, huh? Kate didn't wait for permission. She ran over to me, and I told her to give the memory stick to Zelenka. Radek, plug this into your laptop, get the images from the memory stick, and beam them as a message to Lantia. Use all the power you can muster. Zelenka looked scared and confused, but he plugged the memory stick in and started working. Don't do it, Radek said Shepard. I could tell he was getting ready to make a move. Colonel, I shouted, trust me. This is the only way to save Atlantis. It's not a computer virus. It's a child. Colonel, it's a child, and it's dying. I'm ready to...
You should have heard Dr. McKay and Colonel Carter when I told them your story. They got really excited. Started talking so fast I couldn't keep up with them. All about Einstein-Rosen bridges and non-Euclidean space. At one point, I swear, they actually started talking in equations. Just numbers and letters.
Yeah, they see the world differently, those two.
So do you, I think. That's beautiful. What are you painting?
Oh, well, I'm trying something new. When that portal opened, I looked into another universe. I can't describe it to you. It was awesome. It was terrifying and beautiful and impossible to describe. For a while there, my brain was wired so differently that I could see in more than 3 dimensions, but I can't communicate it to anyone, not literally anyway. It's impossible. So I'm trying to paint it. I know I can't really capture it, not really anyway, but I can maybe get some sense of it on canvas. A hint, a taste.
An impression.
Yeah, Doc. An impression.